Hello gamers, did you game today? Welcome to Games. Hello there, and welcome to Games, the show where I take a deep dive past the narrative of you and my favorite games and theorize on possible realities deep below the surface. Starting our series off today, we'll be covering one of my favorite games of all time, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Though some of you may be familiar, we're going to take a quick look today at the theory that Link, our protagonist, is actually dead for the events of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Also, needless to say, but spoiler alert for The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the beginning, we see Link fall off of his horse, sustaining an injury he seems to brush off before following Skull Kid down into the hole, one that stretches much longer than a survivable distance, some people may notice. There's much debate as to whether the fall killed him or him falling off of his horse took his life, but anyone who follows this theory agrees that by the time he makes impact on the grounds of Termina, Link is gone. Despite the blatant giveaway of the realm being called Termina, shorthand for terminal, and the grim nature of the events of the story reflecting the idea that Link's soul is just lost, there's one key point that becomes more evident as you progress, and a lot of people look to this as the biggest piece of proof. When Link arrives in Clock Town, it becomes very apparent that the citizens are completely in denial about the moon coming to impact their land and obviously kill them. When Link goes into the swamp, the monkeys are all very angry that their princess is missing. When he gets to the mountains, the Gorons are frozen, depressed, and their great champion has fallen. There's nothing they can do about it. The Zoras are bargaining for the seas to return to peace, and then the final area, the surface of the moon, is one of beauty and the blissful nature of acceptance. These emotions, obviously, forming the 5 stages of grief. And lastly, it's believed that the moon itself in this story represents time. The creeping nature of death, ever approaching, and truly and utterly unstoppable. Hope you enjoyed this video. My next upload is probably going to be a bit later because I have to go to the hospital later today. That sounds pretty scary, but they're just trying to treat some stuff I've been dealing with for a while, and shouldn't really put me back too much. See you guys next week. Thanks for playing along.